Hey Ryndur'd, this is Ryndur'd, and I am here with another Ryndur'd review. This time we are going over a 2-for-1 special. I'm doing a 2-for-1 special here because it's the same figure, just painted up a little differently. We're going to go over the little differences and go from there. As you can see, this is going to be a Star Wars The Black Series, Clone Trooper, and Clone Trooper Sergeant. Like I said, they're the same figure, so I figured it would be easier to just review both of them at the same time. Instead of doing one video each, we'll go over each differences between the figures and see how they kind of relate. There's a lot more similarity than differences. Most of it's going to be paint apps and boxes related. That being said, let's step these two aside. We're going to step them aside. I'm actually moving them. They're not stepping anywhere. First box is for the Clone Trooper, number 14. Wow, it's number 14. Oh, that's going to be horrible because in my Anakin I said he was the last one. Because he was 12. There's no 13. Chewbacca not be 13. This is not the Chewbacca you're looking for. Black Series, Star Wars, in the black box, original orange box. We've got portrait picture at the top there. And we've got the insert, number 14, Clone Trooper by Hasbro. Non-Disney box. I wonder if that makes a difference. Anyways, image from episode 2 where they land. And we're getting a little bit of a bio. And we got Star Wars. We got orange, Clone Trooper number 14. And we've got my tape. And my little tag holder. Anyway, that's that box. Side. Look at that. I've got a gun in there, even though I don't have a gun in there. Or I have a gun in there. But I have a gun not in there. How's that work? That's the orange box. This is the blue box. Blue box, Star Wars Black Series, number 7, Clone Trooper Sergeant. Hasbro. And here's kind of interesting for this. They actually changed the portrait of the Clone Trooper Sergeant. I guess is better than making him different. We'll get those two together here. There you go. Clone Trooper Sergeant. Clone Trooper. Clone Trooper Sergeant. Clone Trooper. Not bad. I'm glad they changed it up. Even though it was the same figure, just repainted, it gives it a little bit of a... It just distinguishes a little bit more. In the back, of course, we have a bio. And... I'm going to change this around here real quick. As you'll notice, it's actually the same picture on the back that they're using. Different bio, of course. Just that this one shows a few more troopers. It's kind of pushed back a little bit. This one's more zoomed in. Pushed back a little bit. More zoomed in. And this one has the Disney logo in there as well. There you go. Them's be the boxes. Let's get the boxes out of the way because we're done with those. Ta-da! We'll go ahead and look at the first. We'll first look at the Clone Trooper. All in white. I guess anyone who follows the specific Clone Trooper or Clone Wars, it'd be the shiny armor, I would say, because he looks kind of just right off the factory. Head on a ball joint. Gets them up and down, left and right, kind of that boba visor. The shoulders do not have the full range of motion. They only go up and down because the armor here actually blocks that. But you can bring them up, spin them in a full 360. The forearm is swivel, so that's nice. The elbow is on a double joint, so you can get some posability there. And like all figures, the wrist turns. This one has a hinge that goes up and down versus in and out. And same thing for the other arm. Except that, yeah, nope, this one has the same one. This hinge actually goes in and out. Look at that, instead of up and down. How nice is that? I guess it's to hold the rifle better. Belt all the way around, back of the armor, back of the helmet. Legs go up and down, limited only by the armor. They go in and out as well, only so far. Knees, double joint, but they have the knee armor. So, I mean, it kind of hides the stuff that I always complain about as far as bending that knee goes. I don't see being able to... No, you can. I mean, you probably get a kneeling position there. The thigh does twist in and out as well. I forgot to mention that. And, of course, the ankle up and down, all around. You got some posability there. So, I mean, the Trooper is gonna stand nicely. I like it. Definitely kind of the differences here. We've got the Sergeant. And, of course, there's going to be... I think it's the Captain. I think the Captain's in red. I cannot remember if it's Captain or Commander. That's in red. But where there's green, there will be red. This is the Sergeant. He's got the green stripe down the side as a difference. We got the 2 there. We got green on the back of his helmet, green on his fin, green under the visor, stripe in the center of the helmet. And that's the green right there. Both arms have it. And the elbows are half and half. So you kind of get a look at the elbows there. Green stripe around the top of the helmet. The legs have no green on them at all. Pretty much it is the exact same figure, just kind of an off-white. This is more of a darker white, not so shiny white, really. I don't know if it's picking up really the difference. This is cleaner, and this is dirtier, really. Definitely been out in the field, you know, fighting the clinkers, as it were. Same articulation. Exactly. Oh, there's a little bit of gray. I forgot. In both of them, they have a little bit of gray in the back of the knee. Get a good look at that. Not too bad. I had something orange on my clone trooper. I don't know where that came from. But it's gone now. And that's good. Both figures do come with weapons. We're going to look at the weapons for the regular clone trooper first. He does come with the rifle. I do not have the name for the rifle. I know with the TIE Fighter pilot, I had the name of the blaster. I will have to look this up. I don't remember what it is. But he does come with the rifle. Very nice. Difference in the clone trooper. A much appreciated difference is there's a little bit of gray paint. I don't know. It's difficult for me to want to buy another figure if it's the same figure, even if there's a little paint variation, because I have the figure already. But in this case, I kind of like the fact that they updated the weapon a little bit, gave it a little bit of gray. There's the 2. And it's just the sight. I mean, it's just one thing that's painted gray that makes all the difference. But then again, it's just a couple of things that's painted green on the same figure that makes all the difference, you know? Same thing, same weapon across the board. And it's precursor to the E11. I don't know what you call that, the E1. I don't know what it is. I didn't look it up. I have the book. I could look it up, but I did not look it up. And it's a standard blaster for the trooper. Again, all black for the clone trooper. All black. For the sergeant, the only thing that's gray is the clip for the bolts. That's it. Everything else is the same. You wouldn't even know it's a different gun. I could have told you this is just the clone trooper's gun, and this is the clone trooper gun. And I would say, hey, guess which one's the sergeant? And you'd be like, hey, they look the same. Either one could be the sergeant. No, that's gray. That's the sergeant's. That's black. That's the clone trooper. You wouldn't have known. I could have hidden that from you, and this would have been a horrible review just because I would have lied. But I did not lie. 2 weapons. Both of them come with them. both of them hold them very nicely. I do, on this figure, I mentioned on the TIE Fighter pilot, I don't really troop build. I have 2 normal clone troopers, and I have the sergeant. He holds his weapon very nicely. And of course, you can have him kind of... Oh, let me see if I can do it. Can I do it? I can do it. I think I can. I mean, he can hold it. Out. Blaster going on. Okay, he can't hold it. No, he can't hold it. I'm just fiddling around with stuff today. Clone Trooper does come with the rifle. Back to what I was saying. I do have 2 Clone Troopers. I have 1 Sergeant. I will probably get the Captain in red. You know, just because he holds the gun, he can hold the full rifle out. Of course, I'm feeling I'm going to drop the rifle either way. The weapons hold really well. They pose very nicely. They stand. They do the shelf thing very well. I'm very happy. I do have General Kenobi standing with him on my shelf. So there you go. There it is. That's how it is. I like the figures. Even though they're prequel figures, Stormtroopers precursor are I like Stormtroopers. I think they're cool. I think they get a bad rap because they can't aim. But I do like these figures. Find them. Get them. The Clone Trooper was actually harder for me to find. The Clone Trooper I found at a comic book store locally. The Sergeant, I found that one at the same time I found my TIE Fighter pilot. I found that at a Walmart. But I have been seeing them at Walgreens. So if you have not found the Sergeant yet, and you at least want the Sergeant, I would say check your local Walgreens before anywhere else. They seem to be stocking up on these figures a lot easier. The Clone Trooper, if you haven't found them, I hope you can. They're not bad. Like I said, it was one of the harder ones to find. That and Anakin were both very difficult from the orange box line to find. Luckily, I had a really great comic book store I could go to. They got them in, so I was able to get it from there. You won't be disappointed. I think if you're collecting the figures, it's a must-have. Even for the sake of getting a repaint for a repaint, definitely must-have, especially if you like this line. So there they are, Clone Trooper Sergeant. Here I am, Ryndur'd. Here, this is another Ryndur'd review. Thank you for your time. Comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I'm doing right. And we'll be back soon with another review. You guys have a great day, because it's daytime. If it were nighttime, I'd say have a great evening. And there you go.